And if you're just tuning in, welcome to live plane spotting here on MSP Airport Live. We are under fantastic conditions here today to open up the month of March on a Sunday afternoon. So we are going to get the Sunday afternoon evening rush here from Minneapolis, St. Paul. There's a lot of cool stuff that's going to be coming in with the usual suspects. We got a few special liveries as well. Should make for an entertaining show throughout. And the weather out here, the lighting is could not ask for better.
Sequences behind American on taxiway Kilo.
And walking you through this one, my name's Alex Redding. I'll be on the camera today. I'm also the executive producer of MSP Airport Live.
The heavy Airbus from the left, and then monitor tower 126.7.
So let's take a look at our notable arrivals and departures, presented in part by our wonderful new sponsor, Jet Set Shirts. And as we take a look at the arrivals today, coming in around 4:09 p.m., we have America's Green Airline, Frederick the Bald Eagle for Frontier, an A321neo that is due in from Dallas, Fort Worth. We've also got UPS 5568 and A300-600F from Louisville, Kentucky. Delta 170 Heavy. What are the usual suspects? Of course, always one of the highlights of any of our shows with the A350-900. That'll be coming in from Seoul, South Korea today. And yet we've got UPS 560 Heavy with the MD-11F, the Mega Dog, coming in from Louisville around 4:59 p.m., around the 5 o'clock hour here, Central Standard Time. Keep in mind all these times are CST. We've got the Delta Thank You livery, A321, coming in from Bozeman, Montana, around 5:20 p.m. in charge of Delta Flight 2946. And then we've got Iceland Air back finally. Iceland Air 657 will be arriving around 5:25 p.m. from Reykjavik, Iceland, with a 737 MAX 8s. We'll also see the MAX 9s later this year.
Pass behind the Heavy on Mike Cross, runway 1 and 2 right, join.
And let's go ahead and take a look at our notable departures. You can pretty much cross off Lufthansa. Lufthansa 483 Heavy went off on the North Parallel with a 787-9 Dreamliner to Frankfurt, Germany, departing around 3:20. It's unusual to see them depart north side, but looks like they were pretty light today, which is probably why they went off on the north side, especially because they're going eastbound back to Deutschland, going back to Germany. Of course, we've got our triple A330 departures tonight for Delta that will be departing to Amsterdam, Paris, and London. Times there on the right-hand side. And then, of course, we're going to catch Frederick on his way out back to Dallas with that A321neo, that special livery.
Doug 4, Minneapolis Tower at Charlie Cross, runway 12.
Yeah, we're going to have a fun outing now that we got everything set and situated. And of course, as you can probably tell, the weather out here is just stupendous.
Runway 17, line up and wait. For 4826 Minneapolis Tower on Mike Cross, runway 12 right, join Whiskey to runway 17. Mike Cross, 1 right, join Whiskey to runway 46. Endeavor 5063 Minneapolis Tower on Mike Cross, runway 12 right, join Whiskey to runway 17. Alright, on Michael Cross, 12 right, Whiskey to 17, Endeavor 5063. For 4815 Minneapolis Tower on Mike Cross, runway 12 right, join Whiskey to runway 17. Cross runway 12 right, on Mike right, Whiskey to 46. Delta 160 Heavy, Minneapolis Tower, runway 12 right, line up and wait, 2 aircraft crossing midfield. Delta 160 Heavy, 12 right, line up and wait. Contact the Papa Victor. 2953, turn right, heading 215, contact departure. 215, up departure, mark 2953. Guys, 3948, fly runway heading, runway 17, clear for takeoff. Over 5062
This is Delta 2732 off to LaGuardia.
So 160 heavy, climb via SID, except maintain 4,000.
Delta 160, climb via 6 and maintain 4,000.
For 5062, turn left heading 140, runway 17, clear for takeoff.
All right, here we go. Delta 160 Heavy about to get off on 12 right into the air for Amsterdam Schiphol International.
Delta 160 Heavy, fly heading 120, wind 150 at 12, runway 12 right, clear for takeoff.
Big 120, clear for takeoff, 12 right, Delta 160 Heavy.
Frontier 3224, visual 12 right.
Frontier 3224, Minneapolis Tower, traffic departing is a heavy Airbus 330, wind 150 at 12, causeway turbulence, runway 12 right, cleared to land.
All right, cleared to land 12 right, Frontier 3224.
Guys, 3948, turn right, heading 215, contact departure. Endeavor 5062 on the 140 heading, contact departure. Today.
And there's the skyline of downtown Minneapolis, glistening in the late afternoon sun and the clear weather out here at MSP Airport.
Turn left heading 120, wind 16010, gust 17, runway 17, clear for takeoff.
.3224, Frederick the Bald Eagle
105.
is almost about to touch down
105, Delta 160
on runway 12 right.
Hold short, runway 12 right.
Turn right, heading 215, contact departure.
And of course, there are a lot of people out at the aircraft viewing area today, a lot of spotters.
Contact departure.
Delta 160 Heavy going to departure. Good day.
Good day.
Number 655 Mike Whiskey, monitor tower 126.7. 655 Mike Whiskey.
6, turn to left, heading 140, runway 17, clear for takeoff. Ever 5063 map tower, runway 17, line up and wait.
17 line up and wait.
2732, contact departure. 5 Mike Whiskey, Minneapolis Tower at Delta, cross runway 12 right, continue Delta and Papa to runway 12 left.
Cross runway 12 right on Delta, then continue Delta Papa to runway 12 left, 655 Mike Whiskey.
Frontier 3224, turn right at Whiskey 5, taxi Whiskey Delta, monitor ground, .9er.
Whiskey 5, Whiskey Delta, Frontier Flight 3224.
5 Mike Whiskey, taxi via Delta Papa, cross runway 422, monitor ground on .9er.
Delta Papa, cross 22, monitor ground, .9, 5 Mike Whiskey.
Endeavor 5063, fly runway heading, runway 17, clear for takeoff.
Fly runway heading, runway 17, clear for takeoff, Endeavor 5063.
Endeavor 4815, runway 17, line up and wait.
So there we go. There's Frederick the Bald Eagle, now
Cross runway 4 to 12 left, thank you, 5 Mike Whiskey.
safely and routinely on the ground here at
140,
MSP Airport, taxiing to its gate
contact departure.
over at Terminal 2.
Country 407 area check. Minneapolis Tower, wind 170 at 9er, gust 17, runway 12 right, cleared to land.
This particular special livery for Frontier has been in and out of MSP a little bit more than usual recently. Love to see that.
Endeavor 4815, wind 170 at 9er, gust 17. Turn left, heading 140, runway 17. Clear for takeoff.
Southwest 2791, visual 12 right.
Southwest 2791, Minneapolis Tower, number 2, wind 170 at 9er, gust 17. Runway 12 right, cleared to land.
12 right, wind fast, Southwest 2791.
Endeavor 5063, turn right, heading 215, contact departure.
Roger, 215 over to departure, Endeavor 5063.
Next up for arrival on runway 12 right will come into view here pretty shortly. Sun Country 737-800, November 824 Sierra Yankee from West Palm Beach.
Endeavor 4815 on the 140 heading, contact departure. Good day. Picture 310, turn right at Whiskey 5, join Whiskey, contact ground point 9er.
Whiskey 5, Whiskey ground point 9er, Sun Country 310. Now, Sun Country 310, Whiskey 4, Hotel 7, it should be open.
Good 310, Minneapolis, contact via Whiskey Delta.
Whiskey Delta to the gate, Sun Country 310.
Four 407 Minneapolis Tower, wind 17011, gust 17, fly runway heading, runway 17, clear for takeoff.
Sun Country 310, just go straight ahead, make the left on Charlie and then Charlie 2. Let me know if it's open. I think somebody actually just went into that gate.
Straight ahead, left on Charlie, short of Charlie 2 for Sun Country 310.
Philip, thank you so much for tuning in, our live aviation colleague from southern Germany and Switzerland. Nice perspective with 12 ops. Yeah, absolutely. Wanted to be out on a day where we got 12 ops. We've been on the 30s for the last several consecutive broadcasts. It's about time that we got something on the 12s.
And as soon as I can get you in, I'll get you moving.
And most of the winter. At least when I've been out here, we've had nothing but 30 ops. And of course, when you're at the aircraft viewing area, you want those 12 ops. The landings are right in front of you, and you get the heavy departures as well. You'll get the lineups, and then of course the spool up, and the start of takeoff from here as well, with the big jets going overseas. So, Adam, to answer your question, we are looking at runway 12 right, 30 left. We're on the 12 heading today.
2407, turn right, heading 215, contact departure.
It's also a good opportunity to take a look at runway ops as well, just to kind of expand on that question just a little bit. So you know what? That's exactly what we're going to do. We're on a southeast flow here today from MSP Airport. We've got departures on 17, the north-south runway, the west side of the airport. We've got arrivals and departures. Mostly arrivals, though, on the 12s, with the north and the south parallel. That red flag is where we are at the aircraft viewing area in relation to the rest of the airport, as shown on the map on your screen. And I'll tell you what, we love 12 ops
We're waiting for Hotel 7 for 3.
here on MSP Live. Also wanted to let you guys know that our broadcasts are proudly sponsored by our friends over at DG Pilot. They're a phenomenal aviation and travel lifestyle store. They've got a great online storefront. If you're a model collector like I am, you're looking for some new travel gear for a trip or something like that, or you're looking for some really cool Minnesota-made local goods, they've got it. They got a great selection of it over at DG Pilot. Head on over to dgpilot.com to check it out.
756
And also, MSP Airport Live is super pumped to be working with Eric from Jet Set Shirts. They have a ton of AvGeek-inspired, Jet Setter-inspired apparel over there. They got a bunch of fun T-shirts like this MDDC T-shirt. They've got a CRJ Slayer T-shirt. They've got Antonov 225 merch. Check out the link. Go to jetsetshirts.com to sport your love of travel and aviation today. The Jet Set Shirts, the Jet Set life, wear it. I know I'm going to be ordering some Jet Set Shirts merch here pretty soon. Want to get that CRJ Slayer T-shirt pretty bad. Now, here at MSP Airport Live, we're also going to be working with Eric to come out with some of our merch. Well, our T-shirts, anyway. Super happy to partner with him. All right, we've got an Airbus A220 that is off to Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. This is Delta Flight 2971. Currently traversing Taxiway Whiskey. So this particular aircraft is going to runway 17 for departure.
So good. For Delta 1661, runway 12 left, taxi to Papa Cross runway 4.
12 left, Papa Cross runway 4, Delta 1661.
.32, turn right at Papa 3, join Papa to your gate, monitor ground, point 9er.
Minneapolis ground push is approved for the Foxtrot 4.
Yes, we're at Fox 4, yes sir.
1471 push approved for 117.
6075 Minneapolis Tower, wind 200 at 11. Runway 12 right, cleared 2 left.
Yeah, how do you get the air traffic control radio? Is it just a radio?
Scanner, yep.
Got it, that's it.
Yeah, so it's just Knox cable.
Delta 1026, correction Delta 1025 Minneapolis ground push approved for 117.
I got programmed in here. I got towers. the scanner actually has a function.
Moniker 617, runway 17, taxi via Delta Sierra Kilo, cross runway 4.
Whatever bank you set.
17 Delta Sierra Kilo, cross 4, Sun Country 617.
Moniker 310, Charlie 2 Delta to the gate.
Charlie 2 Delta, gate Sun Country 310.
25 AT, it's a CAT scanner.
971, wind 200 at 11. Fly runway heading, runway 17. Clear for takeoff.
You're allowed to receive, you just aren't allowed to transmit. You're not an authorized party.
Right, that'll be bad. Where can you find that? Like, does the FAA say it, or like, be on the website for it? I've tried looking every once in a while for like streams and stuff like that.
I just get them on Amazon. Or are you just like looking?
I meant like the frequencies.
Delta 766, ready to taxi uniform.
Has frequencies. The FAA also has frequencies for the airport as well.
Sorry, who was ready to take us at 756? 756, runway 12 left, taxi via Papa Cross, runway 4.
Up across, forward, 12 left, up 756.
Can I write this down really quick?
Yeah, for sure.
Alright, what was that?
So tower 126.7 megahertz.
There's 722, Minneapolis ground, push approved for runway 12 left.
Push through 12 left, dash 722.
Metering is also on the ground sometimes if it's not too busy, so you'll get pushback turns. So 121.
1036, Minneapolis ground, push approved for runway 17.
Push approved 17 Del 1036.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, thanks for watching and all that. So
Yeah, thanks.
1661, may I have start up?
Had a visitor stop by and say hello. I know that some of you in the chat here today, you guys have come out and said hi. I've appreciated it. We're on a pretty tight setup here at MSP Airport. There's a look close up at the business end of MSP Tower. I want to give a big shout out to all of our controllers on duty today for helping MSP run smoothly and safely.
1661, may I have start up?
We have a fantastic
except maintain 4,000.
community of air traffic controllers here at MSP Airport. Many of them are AV geeks.
1661, wind 190 at 10, turn left, heading 105. Runway 12 left, clear for takeoff. (2971) turn right.
You're welcome, Adam.
215.
Beautiful view of the ATC tower. By the way, I can confirm that, Adam, yes, that is a fact.
Wind 190 at 10, runway 17, clear.
And I'm going to kind of pull out so you can see just the top to bottom view of the tower.
1036, copy.
So MSP Airport, the current tower is actually 2 rolled into 1. Also wanted to bring up Micah's point. He's our managing producer here at MSP Live. He helps me run the channel. Thank you, Micah, for your assistance today with the moderation and everything. And pretty soon, coming up in April, we're going to have Micah on more frequently.
756, climb via SID, except maintain 4,000.
So the white spinning object at the top of the tower is a form of ground surveillance radar that gives controllers an accurate picture of aircraft navigating taxiways. So I just also wanted to bring up that comment there real quick.
Delta 1025, runway 17, taxi via Papa Mike, cross runway 4, hold short, 12 right.
Papa Mike, cross 4, hold short 12 right, on our way out to 17.
Down to 1471, taxi.
Delta 1471, runway 17, taxi via Bravo Charlie, hold short, runway 12 right.
17, Bravo Charlie, short 12 right, Delta 1471.
Shuttle 6075, Minneapolis ground, taxi via Delta, what's the gate? Shuttle 6075, taxi via Delta, what's the gate?
756, wind 180 at 10, turn left heading 105, runway 12 left, clear for takeoff.
So getting back to our little fact about MSP Tower.
10 at 10, fly runway heading, runway 17, clear.
The building that is attached to the main structure of the current tower.
6075, what's your gate?
So the structure in the back with the fire escape stairs and all those windows. That used to be the original base of MSP Tower, and then when the north-south runway was constructed,
215, contact departure.
they needed to build a taller control tower so the controllers on duty could see better over to the west side of the airport.
Charlie 6.
But instead of demolishing the tower and building a new one taller in its place, they opted to build the new control tower, the current one that is, attached to the side of the old one. And they relocated the cab from the old one to the new one, and of course they did it up nice. And
it'll be a left turn on Quebec, left on runway 4.
So that's why MSP Airport's tower has a pretty distinct profile.
Straight ahead, left turn Quebec, left turn runway 4, short of Charlie 6 or shuttle 6075.
Ground contact 3057, heading down the ramp, waiting for the
Pitch 3057 Minneapolis, ground thanks for uniform, runway 17, taxi via Lima.
17 via Lima.
Here's a Delta 717 on taxiway Whiskey outbound for departure at 17.
8 after, thanks.
This is the next AirTran aircraft. Now, some of Delta 717s that are former AirTran
1025 Minneapolis Tower
that are
on
old enough to say
runway 12 right, join whiskey to runway 17.
that they once worked for TWA,
Right, join whiskey to runway 17,
fly in and out of
When you
here
get to the end, you'll be number 1.
pretty
company
frequently.
17 will be waiting for you. They have a flow time.
Copy that, thanks.
Sun Country 617, turn right, heading 215, contact departure.
Victor, now current altimeter 3002.
Current altimeter 3002.
And ground Jazz 722, ready for taxi.
Jazz 722.
This is Flight Delta 1471 off to Chicago O'Hare.
1 to left there, Delta 5, cross runway 4, Jazz 72.
Jazz 722, it's Delta Papa, cross runway 4.
Sorry, Delta Papa, cross runway 4, Jazz 72.
53 and caution, there's a bird circling over the approach end, your runway.
Just give way to Air Canada coming out of the alley, then you can go in.
Left turn Charlie 6, give way Air Canada, then taxi in shuttle 675.
This is Delta 1025 off to Denver, Colorado with the next Northwest A320 with the responsibility of handling this flight under gorgeous conditions at MSP Airport. And arriving on the north parallel runway 12 left, SkyWest 3753 from Madison, Wisconsin with an Embraer 175 LR. Now, Iceland Air is also expected to arrive at Northside tonight as well.
3057, wind 180 at 12, gust 17, turn left heading 140, runway 17, clear for takeoff. At 3753, turn right, join Papa, contact ground, point 9er. 722, may I start you up?
3723 Minneapolis, contact Papa to the gate.
Papa to the gate,
Yeah, 722, you can change it to tower 123.95.
2395, Delta,
Yeah, 732 Minneapolis Tower, wind 180 at 12, gust 17, runway 12 right, cleared to land.
12 right, cleared to land, United 752.
1025 Minneapolis Tower, runway 17, line up and wait. At 722, negative, Jazz 722.
And welcome to the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Alex. Nice to meet you. You know, it's days like this that brings everybody out to the aircraft viewing area, including myself. I really, when I looked at the forecast, wanted to come out here right away and thought I would do a broadcast for all of you that are watching, that are subscribers, fans of the channel. And you know what? I'll tell you, it's a day that you got to take advantage of, right? Especially because warmer weather's on the horizon, and there's going to be a little bit of a interesting weather forecast the next couple of days. We've got rain, and then we've got snow in the forecast back-to-back on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then things will start to clear up a little bit after that. But overall, you know, today's been fantastic, and well, I'll tell you what, it's going to be a lot more fantastic spotting to come. Now, remember, we've got that MD-11 coming in from Louisville, Kentucky, around 5 p.m. Central. We've got our A300. Now, there is a possibility it could be one or the other. That's happened before in the past, and, of course, these flight boards are based on what's been scheduled, so do take some of that information with a grain of salt, as you will, but I can assure you that it is 99.99% accurate.
Just so you know.
Cars 4169 Minneapolis ground, push approved for runway 17.
Contact departure. (1025) wind 200 at 10, fly runway heading. Runway 17, clear for takeoff.
Tower Delta 198, visual, hold right.
198 Minneapolis Tower, wind 190 at 11, runway 12 right, cleared to land.
Clear to land 12 right, Delta 198.
And here's a quick look at the aircraft viewing area, and it was way more packed than it is now. Wanted to get that alternative view set up for you guys, just to give you a perspective of what the scene looks like behind the camera a little bit. Seth, thank you for tuning into our broadcast here this evening from Minneapolis, St. Paul International. Does MSP ever get 777s? The answer to that is yes. Now, KLM, they're going to be bringing 777s on a couple days in June. Now, last year, they brought the 777 from about maybe from May until, I want to say they ended the season in October. Or November, if memory serves. But KLM brought the 777 regularly last year. They won't this year, but that, of course, is subject to change. But we will get to see the KLM 777, at least for a couple of days during the summer. Air France also has brought the 777-200ER regularly to Minneapolis-St. Paul. And Air France, starting in early June of last year, switched from their 787-9 Dreamliner to the 777-200ER. Air France will also be bringing back the 777 during their 2025 operating season to Minneapolis-St. Paul. But the 777, they're going to have the Dreamliner perform the service all the way up until September. Then towards the end of the month, Air France is going to be done for the year.
1471, runway 17,
So we will see
line
the
up and
triple at MSP. Of course, that's not counting the sports charters or other charters that we will occasionally see here that do sport the 777.
Heavy, turn left at Alpha 4, join Alpha, contact ground point 9er.
Alpha 4, Alpha, ground point 9, Delta 198. Delta 198, joining Alpha for Golf 4.
198 to Minneapolis, contact Alpha at G4.
Alpha Golf 4, Delta 198.
Delta 1471, wind 180 at 10, turn left, heading 150. Runway 17, clear for takeoff.
Cessna Country 344, visual interest.
2344, Minneapolis Tower, wind 180 at 10, runway 12 right, cleared to land.
12 right, clear land, 2344.
All right, let's see if we can do a replay here. There we go. Replay is working today. It's been a while since we've done one of these. I typically do replays when we have landings or arrivals.
Taxi, Papa Mike, cross runway 4, hold short of runway 12 right.
Very nice. So that's the other thing that I like about 12 ops here at MSP Airport on the show. A ton of opportunities for showing instant replays of landings
1471,
are in abundance.
departure.
We just caught a glimpse of SkyWest 4283 arriving north side from Bemidji, Minnesota. That's upstate. So the CRJ 700ER.
4283, turn right at Papa 4, join Papa to your gate, monitor ground point 9er.
So we got a couple arrivals that are about to touch down on 12 right. We got Sun Country 344 from Orlando, Florida, with a 737-8, November 825 Sierra Yankee. An 18-year-old jet will be ending its flight after about 3.5 hours in the air. And then trailing that, we will have UPS 5568 Heavy from Louisville with the A300.
Visual, 12 right.
UPS 5568 Heavy, Minneapolis Tower, number 2, wind 180 at 7, runway 12 right, cleared to land.
Clear land 12 right, UPS 5568 Heavy.
All right, folks. Well, stay tuned. We've got the UPS Heavy on final. But first, we have our sunny arrival, our Sun Country flight from Orlando. Now about to touch down on a 12 right.
Social 344, turn right, contact ground point 9er.
Right, ground point 9er, 344.
Yes, 4169, monitor tower 126.7.
26.7, good, guys, 4169.
Ground, Sun Country 344 is on Whiskey 5, Hotel
344, Mass Ground, Roger, taxi, Whiskey, Delta.
So now, folks, we're going to wait here for about a minute or so for our A300 to come to view. Waiting for it to get a little bit closer here before we get the camera on it. And of course, here's our wide-angle view, our live look at Terminal 1 off in the distance at the G gates or G concourse. It's where most of the heavies go to here at MSP Airport. All right, here comes our UPS Heavy.
Hey, ground, Sun Country 344, it should be open.
344, thank you, sir, appreciate it.
SkyWest 4169, Minneapolis Tower at Mike, cross runway 12 right, join Whiskey. At Mike, cross 12 right, join Whiskey, SkyWest 4169. UPS 5568 Heavy, taxi via Whiskey Charlie Tango, cross runway 4, monitor ground, point 9er.
Whiskey Charlie Tango, clear to cross runway 4, UPS 5568, and 1 mile to ground. And Super Duck 4, ready for tow.
Super Duck 4, tow Quebec Charlie, hold short of runway 12 right.
Quebec Charlie, hold short of 12 right, Super Duck 4.
2 right. Delta 1084 Minneapolis Tower, wind 170H, runway 12 right, clear to land.
12 right, clear to land, Delta 1084.
Minneapolis Tower, Lima 3, cross runway 17, continue via Delta.
PS 4270, runway 12 left for departure, taxi, pop across runway 4. Secretary 217, minutes ground, push approved, plan runway 17.
Push approved for runway 17, Secretary 217.
Super Duck 4, monitor tower 126.7.
126.7, Super Duck 4.
Ground, good afternoon. Delta 2593 raised taxi.
And now taxiing on Whiskey, we got SkyWest 4169 off to Chicago Midway.
Alpha Charlie, hold short 12 right, runway 17, Delta 2593.
Delta 152 Heavy minutes ground, wait for company 321 to pass the tail on Alpha, and then your push is approved for runway 12 right. Delta 377 after ground push approved, plan runway 12 left. Delta 377 push approved.
Push approved, Delta 377. We're going to need 12 right for performance today.
Delta 377, roger, plan 12 right.
Thank you. Ground on 1036, taxi.
Well, how's it going, brother? For taxi, was it?
Sorry, Delta 1036.
Delta 1036, runway 17 on departure, taxi Alpha Alpha 5, hold short of runway 12 right.
Okay, we're going to 17 Alpha Alpha 5, short of 12 right, Delta 1036.
A quick look over at the aircraft viewing area.
Continue via Charlie to the base. Cross 12 right and proceed Charlie to the base. 6-4.
Also, folks, Delta 152 Heavy has pushed for Paris. Be seeing the departure here very soon. Delta 377, as you may have heard over frequency, that's our flight to Anchorage, Alaska tonight. For performance reasons, they will need to use 12 right, so we'll get that departure when they get over here to 12 right.
Super Duck 4, monitor ground, point 9er. Point 9er, Super Duck 4. SkyWest 4169, turn left heading 150.
Delta 1084,
17, clear takeoff.
arriving from Houston, will be touching down in just a minute here on 12 right. We're going to swing over and catch that.
Tower 126.7.
It's an Airbus A319 at one point. Worked for Northwest Airlines. All of Delta's A319s and A320s were originally delivered to Northwest Airlines.
5593. We got information uniform. Ready for taxi.
5593, runway 17 for departure, taxi via Charlie 6 cross runway 4 to Mike, hold short of runway 12 right.
Say again, I'm from Blue Street, 5593, apologies. I got Charlie 6, then Mike cross the runway, so if you can repeat it, sorry about that.
5593, no problem, cross runway 4 at Charlie 6 and hold short of runway 12 right at Mike.
Final Airbus, turn left heading 105, runway 12 left, clear for takeoff.
17 via Charlie 6, cross runway 4, Hotel 5, correction. Cross runway 4 at Mike, and then hold short runway 12 right at Mike, Blue Street 5593.
Blue Street 5593, affirmative, feedback is correct. You're going to cross runway 4 at Charlie 6.
Okay, cross runway 4 at Charlie 6, Blue Street 5593.
Underground, point 9er, see you. Delta 170 Heavy, Minneapolis Tower, wind 1708, runway 12 right, clear to land.
All right, we got Delta 170 Heavy clear to land on runway 12 right. That's our A350-900 from Seoul, South Korea.
Traffic is clear, your push is approved as you're able.
Delta 1036 on Whiskey, cross runway 4.
On Whiskey, clear to cross 4, Delta 1036.
You're Charlie 2, cross runway 4, then Mike Sierra Kilo.
Charlie 2, cross runway runway 4, Mike Sierra Kilo, Sun Country 230.
SkyWest 4169, contact departure.
Here's Delta 2593 off to Orlando, Florida.
SkyWest 4270,
An
contact departure.
A321-200.
5593, monitor tower on 126.7.
126.7, Bullstreet 5593.
On Delta 377, ready to taxi.
377, yes, going 12 right on departure tag to be Alpha Cross, runway 4.
Alpha Cross runway 4 for 12 right, Delta 377. At 11, runway 12 left, clear to land.
And arriving north side of runway 12 left, Spirit Wing 1773 from Detroit Metropolitan.
Blue Streak 5593, Minneapolis Tower at Mike, cross runway 12 right, join Whiskey.
Okay, at Mike, cross runway 12 right, and join Whiskey, Blue Street 5593.
Spirit Wing 1773, right turn off, taxi via Papa, monitor ground, point 9 RCO.
And Tower Blue Streak 5593, clarify the turn on Whiskey is to the left or to the right?
And this flight is operated by PSA Airlines for American Eagle. CRJ 900LR in charge of JIA 5593 is the call sign.
Runway 17, clear for takeoff.
Off to Ronald Reagan in Washington, D.C. That would be Ronald Reagan National Airport.
Delta 1036, runway 17 on a point.
All right, folks, here we go. Here's Delta 170 Heavy with the A350-900.
Delta 1036, turn left heading 135, runway 17, clear for takeoff. Delta 170 Heavy, before you turn off, what's the gate say?
Golf 6, Delta 140, no 170.
Delta 170 Heavy, roger, be a left turn off then, taxi via Alpha, monitor ground, point 9 RCO.
Left turn, Alpha 3, over to ground.
Blue Streak 5593, turn left heading 135, runway 17, clear for takeoff.
Okay, left turn heading 135, clear for takeoff, runway 17, Blue Streak 5593.
Delta 2593, contact departure, see you.
70 Heavy, master contact, the Alpha, what's the gate? Alpha, line Golf 6.
And now in frame, here is Delta 377 with service to Anchorage, Alaska. Courtesy of this A321neo, will be departing off runway 12 right for performance reasons.
152 Heavy, roger, you can delete the crossing restriction. Like 6 maps, John, push approved.
217, runway
And I'll tell you what, those Anchorage flights, they are loaded down to the max with whatever aircraft is assigned to them.
Super 6, Just wait for the company heavy to pass the tail there before you push. I didn't know you're also pushing a heavy, so wait for them to pass and then push approved.
4000, Delta 377.
Delta 377, no traffic on final. Turn left heading 105, runway 12 right, clear for takeoff.
Heading 105, 12 right, clear for takeoff, Delta 377.
Delta 2525, Minneapolis Tower, wind 170 at 10, runway 12 left, clear to land. Sierra 3495, what's the gate today? Sierra 3495, roger, taxi via Papa, just monitor ground point under you. Secretary 217, turn left heading 150, runway 17, clear for takeoff. Blue Street 5593, contact departure, see you.
Report to departure, Blue Street 5593.
Delta 152 heavy, monitor tower 126.7, take care of legs, those send you my duty free list.
All right, over to tower, Delta 152 heavy, get in.
Delta 377, contact departure, see you.
Delta 377, good night.
Secretary 217, contact departure,
Have
see
a
you.
fantastic flight up to Anchorage, Delta 377, passengers and crew.
Tower Delta 2462, visual 12 right.
Delta 2462, Minneapolis Tower, traffic will depart ahead, heavy airbus, caution for turbulence, wind 170 at 10, runway
Now in
12
view,
right,
Delta
clear to land.
152 off to Paris Charles de Gaulle with an A330-300. Now, this particular aircraft was ordered by Northwest Airlines but was not delivered before the merger in 2008. It's an 8-year-old A330 delivered to Delta in March of 2017.
Delta 152 heavy, Minneapolis Tower, amend the altitude. Climb via the SID, except maintain 4,000.
Climb via City, except maintain 4,000, Delta 152 heavy.
Delta 152 heavy, traffic 7 mile final is a company Airbus. Turn left heading 105, runway 12 right, clear for takeoff.
Left turn 105, clear for takeoff 12 right, Delta 152 heavy.
All right, so we might get a turn and burn here. November 831, November Whiskey in charge of 152 heavy tonight, currently in view. All right, here we go. The turn and burn off to Paris for 152 heavy in the A330-300.
Delta 2525, what's the gate say? Delta 2525, roger, taxi via Papa Delta, monitor ground point enter, see you. Our departure today, Delta 152 Heavy.
Listen to those GE CF680s roar. As our flight to Paris is now airborne and off into the beautiful skies above Minneapolis, St. Paul tonight.
May 1, Minneapolis start.
Should be an excellent evening for flying.
May 1, Minneapolis Tower, roger. Clear to enter the Minneapolis Bravo airspace is requested. Altimeter 3000, just proceed on course for now.
Next up for arrival on runway 12 right, Delta 2462 from destined Fort Walton Beach in the Florida Panhandle.
572, Minneapolis Tower, wind 170 at 9er.
It's an Airbus A319, November 323, November Bravo is in charge of that flight coming in. And here it is. Here's Delta 2462.
Tree 351, Minneapolis ground, runway 17, taxi Sierra Kilo, cross runway 4.
17 Sierra Kilo, cross 4, sun country 351.
Tree 599, runway 17, taxi via Delta Sierra Kilo, cross runway 4.
Deck ground, point 9er, see ya.
Point 9 Delta 2462. Ground Delta 2462 is clearing 12 right on the Alpha 5, get Charlie 13.
Delta 2462, Minneapolis ground, roger, taxi via Delta in Quebec.
Let's take a look at our arrival one more time.
Gas 3784, monitor tower 126.7.
Echo Zulu 1, thank you very much. Made a significant investment into a new main streaming camera. Actually, it was the result of personal contract work. I do contract work on occasion professionally as a video contractor for clients.
Number 4881, Minneapolis Tower, runway
And worked with a client over the summer. Acquired the capital to invest on a new camera that I threw into production right away. Glad you guys are liking the images. Glad you like the images, Echo Zulu. Now, as far as production stuff goes, looking to add another camera with similar quality, if funds allow. Of course, feel free to support the broadcast and the channel with that.
Skywest 3784, Minneapolis Tower at Mike, cross runway 1 straight, turn right on Whiskey. Mike, cross runway 12 right. Suntree 351, wind 150 at 10, fly runway heading, runway 17, clear for takeoff.
Go 3738, runway 17, taxi, Papa Mike, cross runway 4, hold short of runway 12 right.
Arriving on runway 12 right moments ago, Sun Country 572 from Cancun, Mexico in the striking Tide Pod livery.
Position for a medevac helicopter after departure end.
And ducking behind the utility building, SkyWest 3784 off to Madison, Wisconsin.
Suntree 552, I'm sorry, ground point undershoot.
Second 3552 is off of 12 right, whiskey 5 goes to hotel 5. 572 minutes ground, roger, text whiskey Delta to the gate. Whiskey Delta, second 3572.
Suntree 599, wind 160 at 9er, fly runway heading, runway 17, clear for takeoff.
Good afternoon, Delta 770, looking on the visual,
Delta 770, Minneapolis Tower, wind 160 at 9er, runway 12 right, clear to land.
12 right, for the land.
Suntree 351, turn left heading 150, contact departure, see ya.
Floppy Jobby, thank you so much for your new membership here at MSP Airport Live. Welcome to Economy.
Helicopter, turn left heading 105.
Very much appreciate the membership support. And of course, if you guys become an MSP Airport Live member, I've got some pretty fun emojis for y'all to go ahead and use during our live shows. And you guys also will get access to bonus content early. I've got some editing work that I'm wrapping up for a special that I did back in October, covering the Northwest Airlines History Center's Aviation Collectibles Show and Sale. That's an annual event that happens every year for model and aviation collectible enthusiasts like myself over by the Mall of America. Got some interviews from a couple of the different vendors, as well as the co-chair of the History Center, Scott Norris. Scott's a fantastic person to work with, and we were also invited to their grand reopening this Friday. Sounds like somebody's mic is stuck open up there in the tower. MSP Tower, somebody's mic stuck up there. You might want to fix that. So the tower frequency 126.7 has a mic that is stuck open. And it's not from any particular aircraft. It appears to be one of the headsets in the tower. Oh, there you go. They found the off switch.
SkyWest 3784, heading 135, contact departure.
Now, I've heard stuck mics on frequency before from aircraft, never from the tower, but, you know, hey, sometimes it happens. Now arriving from Phoenix Sky Harbor, Delta 770. And with an A321.
SkyWest 3730, Minneapolis, sorry, Mike. Delta 770, contact ground, point 9, RCS.
All right, we got an Embraer 175 LR on the move, ducking behind the utility building in front of us.
Delta 770, master ground, roger, taxi Alpha Brigade.
Alpha Brigade, Delta 770.
Circuit G663, company parked next door at 5, your push is approved, plan runway 17.
East Coast for Brigade 5, and push approved 17, country 663.
Airfield 404, master ground, runway 17 for departure, taxi via Papa, Mike, cross runway 4, hold short runway 12 right.
This Embraer 175 LR is outbound to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So they're going to be departing off on 17 for departure.
Delta 2946, Minneapolis Tower, wind 160 at 1 and 3, runway 12 right, clear to land.
Well, folks, our MD-11 is going to be coming in tonight, so as anticipated, both of our UPS heavies are going to be captured on the broadcast. So we saw the A300 arrive earlier, and then we'll get the MD-11 coming up in about around 33 minutes from now.
SkyWest 3738, turn left heading 135, runway 17, clear for takeoff. SkyWest 3680, taxi via Papa, monitor ground, point 9 RCO.
So flight 3680 from Washington Dulles was the flight that we just saw land on the north side, off in the distance moments ago. We got a couple more arrivals headed our way on runway 12 right. Folks, thank you for sticking with us out here at MSP Airport for some real nice start of March plane spotting under mostly sunny skies.
Air 5404, monitor tower,
And for this time of year, superb weather conditions.
Air 4523, Minneapolis Tower, wind 170 at 11, runway
Here's SkyWest 4089 from St. Louis Lambert International Airport with an Embraer 175 LR.
West 4089, turn left, contact ground point 9er, good day. Turn left, contact ground point 9, good day, Sky West 4089. Sky West 3738, contact departure, see ya.
So there we go. There's our arrival from St. Louis.
Take a left turn, Delta Charlie 2, Charlie, Sierra, Kilo, cross runway 4, and away to runway 17.
Okay, thank you. Delta Charlie 2, Charlie, Sierra, cross 4, Kilo to 17, Sun Country 663.
Ground Sky West 4089, Alpha, taxi, gate Bravo 2.
Sky West 4089, Minneapolis.
And taxiing down Mike. Here's Endeavor 5404 off to Rochester, Minnesota. CRJ 900LR.
Key line 5120, Minneapolis ground runway 12 left, taxi via Papa, cross runway 4.
Southwest 2340, ready taxi Victor.
We're at 10, runway 12 left, clear to land.
2, Charlie, Sierra, Kilo, cross runway 4, gateway to Sun Country off your right.
Minneapolis Tower at Mike, cross runway 12 right, join Whiskey.
Mike, cross 12 right, join.
Delta 2946, turn left, contact ground point 9er, see ya.
That's airport 9, Delta 9.
There we go. We got the Delta Thank You livery, A321-200, November 3901, Delta November. Arriving from Bozeman, Montana on runway 12 right as we have another look via instant replay. Oh, and look at that. A near smokeless landing on 12 right. A superb job from the flight deck by the flight crew of this A321 in the special Delta Thank You livery.
Sky West 4626, Minneapolis ground runway 12 left, taxi via Papa, cross runway 4.
I love that.
Delta 1860, Minneapolis Tower, wind 160 at 9er, runway 12 right, clear to land.
So there's 391 Delta November now taxiing to its gate.
36, avoid exiting Embraer.
Brickyard 4523, turn right at Papa 4, the RJ will wait, contact ground point 9er.
Taxi via Papa, Charlie, Charlie 6.
150, runway 17, clear for takeoff.
It's another Delta A321 arriving on runway 12 right. It's Delta Flight 1819 from SJD. That's the airport code for San Jose del Cabo in Mexico.
Southwest 1141, Minneapolis Tower, wind 16010, runway 12 left, clear to land.
Roger.
Ground up, Alpha 4 going to Gulf 9.
Delta 1819, that's ground taxi via Alpha.
Over the gate,
Here's American Airlines Flight 2802 coming in from Charlotte Douglas International with a 737-800 arriving north side on 12 left. Next up for arrival on runway 12 right, we got Delta Airlines 1860 from Puerto Vallarta in Mexico. 737-900 ER. We'll see that here in just a minute. Currently on very short final.
Country 663 Minneapolis Tower, fly runway heading, runway 17, clear for takeoff. Key line 5120 Minneapolis Tower, amend the altitude, climb via the SID, except maintain 4,000. Turn left heading 105, runway 12 left, clear for takeoff. Traffic 4 out.
American 20, 02 minutes ground taxi via Papa Delta. Papa Delta, American 20, 334, visual 12 right.
Country 384 Minneapolis Tower, wind 160 at 11, runway 12 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 12 right, it's going to be 34.
Endeavor 4982 Minneapolis Tower, wind 160 at 11, traffic running 3 mile, finals of 737, traffic will hold position, runway 12 left, clear to land.
Hey, team, you can just hang out right there for now, I got no traffic. Delta 1819, continue down Alpha with a right turn on runway 4, short of taxiway Bravo. Alpha, right turn on 4, short of Bravo, Delta 2272, like to cancel push request for luggage. Yeah, 2272, Roger, call me, ring back when you're ready. Sun Country 387, Minneapolis.
So that is Key Lime Air off in the distance with an Embraer ERJ-135LR. That aircraft must be a recent acquisition. It's painted all black. Definitely an unusual color scheme.
Yeah, 2272 minutes.
But I like it. I think it looks pretty cool.
I'll fly back with the runway.
And arriving north side on a 12 left, we've got Southwest Airlines 1141 from Chicago Midway. It's with a 737-700, so the shorter version of the 737-800 Next Gen Series aircraft.
2340, fly runway heading, runway 17, clear for takeoff. 3, turn right heading 215, contact departure.
So like that Southwest 737 that we just saw earlier, we're expecting Iceland Air, which has returned, by the way. Now they fly somewhat of a quasi-year-round service. However, they are technically seasonal. They take a couple of months off in the dead of winter, flying from Reykjavik to Minneapolis, St. Paul. So Iceland Air started up their service for 2025 on Friday last week.
Do like the paint job, monitor tower 123.95. Good day.
All right, here's Sun Country Airlines Flight 384 from Fort Myers, Southwest Florida International with the 737-800 in the Tide Pod livery.
Southwest 1141, correction, Charlie 2.
Charlie 2, Southwest 1141, and full short of 13.
Runway 10, runway 12 right, clear to land.
Runway 12 right, Delta 20. Southwest 1141, my mistake, taxi via Papa, Charlie, hold short runway 12 left.
Pushing ground, point 9er, Sun Country 384, good night.
Southwest 2340, turn right heading 215, contact departure, see ya.
Ground Sun Country 384 is on Whiskey 5 for Hotel 2 Alpha.
Sun Country 34 minutes ground taxi via Whiskey Delta.
Whiskey Delta, Sun Country 384.
And arriving north side, this is Endeavor 4982 from Wausau, Wisconsin. North central Wisconsin is where Wausau is located. I've driven through there many times. This is a CRJ 900LR, November 136 Echo Victor.
Sumtree 3060, contact departure, see ya.
Flight 2272, release to Denver between 06 and 08, time now 57.
Release between 06 and 08, 22.
Southwest 1141, monitor tower 126.7.
Great day.
Southwest 1141, Minneapolis Tower, traffic 4 mile final at Charlie. Cross runway 12 right, continue via Charlie Tango.
Cross 12 right at Charlie Tango, Southwest 1141.
Delta 18,
So here's 1141.
Ground secretary 387.
Southwest flight from Chicago Midway with a 737-700.
3 miles trail of a company Airbus, runway 12 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, captain traffic of 1302. 384 traffic in sight.
Thank you. Endeavor 4982, ma'am, ground taxi via Papa.
1028 taxi.
Delta 1028, runway 17, taxi via Alpha. Charlie, hold short, runway 12 right.
Alpha Charlie, hold short, 12 right. Now United 2272, taxi.
United 2272, runway
So Southwest will make their way over to T2.
4, hold short, runway 12 right.
Alright, Quebec, Mike, hold short runway 4, and cross runway 4, hold short 12 right for 179, 272.
And there is Iceland Air now arriving on 12 left. And yep, they went north side as predicted, but we still got a great glimpse of them off in the distance as the 737 MAX 8 arrives to Minneapolis-St. Paul after a nearly 6-hour flight from Iceland.
On ground second.
And I want to right now arriving from Baltimore, Maryland, Delta 2884 with an A220 at the point.
Ground taxi via Papa, what's the gate? Right there, 657, continue via Papa. Charlie, hold short, runway 12 right.
Hold short 12 right.
Delta 2884, turn left, contact ground, point 9, see ya.
That's over to ground, Delta 284.
All right, let's take another look at our arrival from Baltimore with the A220-300.
623, man's ground, push approve, runway 17.
Push approve 17, signature 620.
Very nice landing.
Front of flight, 3223, ready to push hotel 9, step 1.
Calling for push, call metering on 133.57.
3357, 3223.
And there is the flight from Baltimore passing through the frame. It'll exit off to the left
Minneapolis Tower,
in front of a A330neo that's parked over at Tech Ops off in the distance.
United 2272, monitor tower 126.7.
670.
Delta 1028, monitor tower 126.7.
Contact ground, point 9, see ya.
See ya.
Ice there, 657, monitor tower 126.7.
cross runway 1 right, join Whiskey, cross runway 4, traffic 3 mile final.
Charlie clock 12 right, Whiskey, and cross runway 4, Delta 10.
Ground, good afternoon. Alpha 4,
Delta 1302 minutes ground taxi via Alpha, Delta, Quebec.
HQ.
And on Mike, here is United Airlines Flight 2272 off to Denver with a Boeing 737 MAX.
Delta 127 minutes ground taxi via Papa, Charlie, Charlie
And
6.
speaking of the 737 MAX, we'll see Iceland Air 657 taxi off in the distance in just a moment.
Here, flight 3223 minutes ground, push approve on 17. Push approve on 17.
There's Icy.
Super touch 6, Minneapolis ground, push approve.
Push approved, Super 6, advise for 29.
United 2272 Minneapolis Tower at Mike Cross, runway 12 right, taxi to Whiskey. Mike Cross, 657 at Charlie, cross runway 12 right, taxi at Charlie, Tango, traffic 3 mile final. Charlie Tango, cross 12 right, ISR 657. Via Delta Sierra Kilo, cross runway 4. Delta Sierra Kilo, cross 4 for 17, signature 6, thank you.
Super 6 ready for tow.
There's Delta 1443 from Denver, Colorado with another A220. It's an A220-300.
Super Tuck 6, way to exiting Airbus.
After the Airbus exit.
So here is Iceland Air once again. They're headed to Terminal 2.
Delta 1443 minutes ground, taxi via Alpha Delta.
Yeah, Alpha Delta for Delta 1443.
One Minneapolis Tower.
And here's another Boeing 737 MAX 8, although this one wearing a much different livery.
Where?
It's for United. This is our United flight off to Denver.
Super Tuck 6, Monitor Tower 126.7.
So they'll be departing off of the north-south runway 1735.
Mail 1, clear to transit to Bravo, altimeter 29er. Proceed to the approach end of runway 22 and overfly at or above 2,500. ISR 657, contact ground point 9er. Ground point 9er, ISR 657, we're on Charlie. Request Charlie 2. ISR 657, Charlie 2 to your gate, yep. Charlie 2 to the gate, thank you, ISR 657.
So now arriving from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Endeavor 5238, turning off of runway 12 right.
Ground point 9er. Ground point 9er. Delta 1028, runway 17, line up and wait. Endeavor 238, Minneapolis ground taxi via Alpha Delta Quebec. Alpha Delta Quebec,
And arriving north side on 12 left, Delta 2981 from Atlanta, Hartsfield, Jackson with the Boeing 757-200.
Delta 1028 flighting 135, runway 17, clear for takeoff. The wind is 1809er. Whiskey current altimeter is 3000. 2272, runway 17, line up and wait. Information, Whiskey's on current altimeter 3000. Runway 121, runway 12 right, clear to land from 1809er. 12
right, clear to land, Delta 2121.
Secretary 387.
Look at that. We got the thank you livery A321 that parked on the south side of FCON course.
Runway 12 right, taxi via Charlie to the base, monitor point 9 on the far side.
Directly in view, off in the distance from the viewing area.
2272 fly, runway heading, runway 17 clear for takeoff. Delta 10 heavy, Minneapolis ground, push approved, runway 12 right.
Push approved from Golf 9 for Delta 10, 12 right.
Oh yeah, Delta 10 heavy.
Delta 19, you're pushing now.
We're going to push back for departure off to London Heathrow with the A330-900 Neil. We're going to get a 12 right departure as well, as you probably heard over ground/metering. Also, looks like Frederick the Bald Eagle is about ready to get back out of here for Denver. It's our Frontier Special Livery A321 Neil.
Back out to the southeast.
We saw that arrive earlier on the broadcast.
Tow via Quebec.
Now, they will be taking a
28 contact
departure off of 17.
Skywest 4174, Minneapolis ground, push approved, runway 17.
Oh boy.
Endeavor 5238, behind the 75 off your right.
Holy cow, we've got New Pacific 9628
United 657, Minneapolis
coming in from CPS.
Was that for 658 at Echo 7?
United 658, affirmative. Push approved, runway 17.
Clear to push 17 for the runway 9658.
Endeavor 5238, stay on Quebec and then short of the pushback at Charlie 16, please.
Stay on Quebec and now we're hold short and push on Charlie 16.
Thank you, sir. 3623, runway 17, line up and wait. Traffic transiting the airspace left to right over the runway. I'll have you going shortly.
Ground 532, 23, right taxi with you.
Go 3716, runway 12 right, clear to land with 180 Mail 1, route and altitude, your discretion now if you want to start descending and turn out to the southeast to group.
Yeah, push out, sir.
Country 1681,
And arriving on 12 right, Endeavor 4843 from Kansas City, Missouri.
43, turn left, contact ground, point 9.
CRJ 900.
Number 4843.
Flight 9628, mail ground, what's the gate?
We are going to IHS, that's down south.
Now, I want to say that's Delta 10 Heavy off in the distance.
Frame plate 9628, taxi via
And
Papa Charlie,
indeed
hold short,
it
runway
is.
12 right.
So they'll be making their way over here pretty soon. So we'll check back in with that A330 Neo in just a bit.
Endeavor 4943, Minneapolis ground taxi via Alpha, Delta, Quebec.
Delta Quebec, number 4843.
Here's Delta Flight 2121 from San Diego, California with an A321 in charge.
We'll turn to 150.
Yeah, mail 1, yeah, if you want a 150 heading, I'd love you to be on that now.
150.
Back, rejoin Quebec to your gate. Land with 1808. Delta 2121, turn left, contact ground, point 9er.
Left point 9 or Delta 2121. 3449.
3623, flighting 190, runway 17, clear for takeoff. Traffic about 5 miles off the departure and southeast helicopter 1600.
All right, let's take another look at our arrival from San Diego, California with this Delta A321.
Charlie 5 on Delta.
Charlie 5 on Delta 2121. Ground up and heavy's ready for taxi with you.
Stuck the right gear down first and then the left.
Delta 10 heavy, Runway 12 right, taxi via Alpha, short of Charlie.
Runway 12 right, Charlie, Delta 10.
So there is Delta 10 Heavy off in the distance. The A330neo has pushed back and has started up. So it'll be making its way over here pretty soon.
West 4174, runway 17, taxi
It's off to
via
London Heathrow tonight.
Alpha, Mike, cross runway 4, hold short, runway 12 right.
Also, folks, super excited to have caught the new Pacific 757 that arrived north side on 12 left from St. Louis Downtown Airport, by the way.
Mike, runway 12 right, clear to land, the wind 1 under 0 at 10.
Clear to land, 12 right, 5 Mike.
All right, I got to swing the camera over here and catch our next arrival on runway 12 right. This is SkyWest 3716 from Cedar Rapids.
SkyWest 4174, traffic no factor.
Ground United 658, my suspect is 71 ready to check.
United 658, runway 17, taxi via Charlie 5, Charlie, hold short, runway 12 right.
Charlie 5, Charlie, hold short 12 right, United 658.
Brave flight 9628, monitor tower on 126.7. Turn left onto Alpha, contact ground point 9, or keep moving.
7 Alpha point 9, we'll keep moving, SkyWest 3716. Airbus out of the alley, clear taxi and Delta 2121.
On ground, stay again. Secretary 623, turn ready 215, contact departure, we'll see it.
SkyWest 3716, Alpha going Charlie 26.
SkyWest 3716, Minneapolis ground, taxi via Alpha, Delta, Quebec. Line 9628, Minneapolis Tower, where are you parking?
India Hotel Sierra is the FTO and it's off Sierra 4. Humphrey remote apron.
With that.
Thank you.
9, we're ready, taxi 17.
Brickyard 3449, runway 17, taxi via Quebec, Mike. Cross runway 4, hold short runway.
So this new Pacific 757-200 has just arrived
Mike, cross runway 4, hold short 12 right.
from St. Louis Downtown Airport.
Runway 12 right, taxi via Charlie down to the South Lane Bay.
Okay, just first one to right, and then we'll taxi via Charlie down to the ramp room flight 96.
Flight 9628, monitor ground point 9er.
Ground point 9, room flight 96.
Delta 2675, turn left there, contact ground point 9er.
Point 9, Delta 96. Delta 2675, clear 12 ready now, 7 going to Foxtrot.
Brickyard 3449, at Mike, give way to the Embraer ahead to your right.
At Mike will give way to that Embraer off our right, Brickyard 3449.
Cross country 1681, taxied with
Delta 2675, Minneapolis ground, what's the gate?
Foxtrot.
Delta 2675, taxi via Bravo, Delta.
Transition over to Bravo, then Delta.
Cross country 1681, taxied with
United 658, monitor tower 126.7. 126.7.
Stand by to taxi. 126.7,
Delta AC-19, turn right on Bravo, short off the tunnel. Give way to the Airbus 220 joining Delta, onto right. Right, clear to land, the wind 1808. SkyWest 4174, monitor tower 126.7.
How about that catch?
126.7, SkyWest 4174.
New Pacific from St. Louis Downtown Airport.
Monitor the tower 267, Brickyard 3449.
Cross country 1681, taxi.
New Pacific 75 with the call sign Raven 9628.
Runway 17, taxi via Delta, Sierra, Kilo, cross runway 4.
Delta, Sierra, Kilo, cross 4 to 17, 1681.
Got a Dassault Falcon 2000 LXS. No flight data available, arriving on 12 right.
Minneapolis ground. Push approved, runway 17. Push approved 17, Air Shuttle 681. 4174 Minneapolis Tower at Mike, cross runway 12 right, taxi via Whiskey.
At Mike, cross runway 12 right, taxi via Whiskey, SkyWest 4174.
3449 Minneapolis Tower, traffic on a 5 mile final, Mike, cross runway 12 right, taxi via Whiskey.
Alright, cross runway 12 right at Mike, taxi Whiskey, Brickyard 3449.
United 658 Minneapolis Tower, Charlie, cross runway 12 right, taxi via Whiskey, cross runway 4.
Charlie, cleared to cross 12 right, Whiskey, cleared to cross runway 4.
Nice.
Ray 95 Mike, turn right there, join Whiskey taxi into signature.
So far, this Sunday has turned out to yield some pretty cool catches. Hope you're enjoying the live plane spotting with us right here at MSP Airport Live. Alex Redding with you on the camera and on the mic. Walking you through what has turned out to be a very fun day for spotting in the beginning of March up here in the Twin Cities of Minneapolis and St. Paul, Minnesota. MSP Airport, always a buzz in the late afternoon and evening.
Tunnel Bravo to your gate.
Tunnel Bravo to the gate, Delta.
We're going to have a couple of Embraers, including this one. Pass by the viewing area here on our broadcast. This is SkyWest 4174 off to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And trailing that flight with the call sign of Brickyard, it's Republic 3449 off to Newark Liberty International in the United Express livery with the Evo Blue paint scheme. And pretty soon we're going to have Delta 10 Heavy depart off of runway 12 right. And speaking of, Delta 10 Heavy has continued its taxi all the way over here, crossing runway 422. And on taxiway Whiskey, in the foreground, this is United 658 off to Chicago O'Hare with an A320.
Fly runway heading runway 17, clear for takeoff.
And here is Delta 10 Heavy off to London Heathrow tonight with the A330-900 Neo. This aircraft is currently traversing taxiway Alpha on the other side of runway 12 right.
Country 1681. Secretary 1681 monitor tower 123.67. Contact ground point under.
936, ground point
1681 behind United off the right, they have flow time. Delta 936 minutes ground, Alpha to gate, see ya. I'm gonna have to adjust it.
Nope, we're ready to go. We'll line up.
Arriving north side from Detroit Metro, Delta 2203.
You need to pick up your taxi speed for your flow time.
It's with an Airbus A320.
All right, we're hurrying. 688.
This aircraft was originally delivered to Northwest Airlines in November of 2001. It's a 24-year-old jet.
1681, I'm not sure if
about 23 and a half.
Tail, but I need you behind the
Close
A320
enough.
off the right to be more specific.
Yeah, those A320s, some of them are really starting to get up there in age with Delta. You would not know that they are that old just because of how good Delta takes care of each and every one of its aircraft.
Got 3449, fly heading of 135, runway 17, clear for takeoff. The wind is 1809er.
Alright, fly heading 135, clear for takeoff, runway 17, Brickyard 3449.
658, runway 17, line up and wait.
About to touch down on runway 12 right, an A321neo from Los Angeles, California, in charge of Delta Flight 914. Should see it come into view here pretty soon.
Delta 2203 Mouse ground taxi via Papa Charlie 6.
Papa, Charlie 6.
There it is.
At 6:58, the wind is 180, niner flighting 150, runway 17, clear for takeoff. 381, runway 17, line up and wait.
03 on Charlie, hold short of Charlie 6 with an aircraft push in the alley.
On Charlie.
3449, 135 on your heading, contact departure, good day.
Departure, take care, 3049.
Delta 914, turn left Alpha 5 or Alpha 4, contact ground point niner.
Alpha 5 and point 9 or Delta 914.
Frontier 1615, visual 12 right, just outside Kansas. Frontier 1615, Minneapolis Tower, continue to slow, heavy A330 will hold the position. Caution wake turbulence, twice, runway 12 right, clear to land, the wind is 170 niner. Alright, 12 right, clear to land, Frontier 1615.
914, parking Charlie 7.
At 658, flighting 150, contact departure.
Folks, we got a heavy inbound. Looks like UPS 560 heavy
150, runway 17, clear for takeoff.
is coasting towards a landing on 12 right.
As you turn around, you'll see a Delta Airbus
And
320.
it is.
Give way to them, they're turning on Charlie.
The Delta 320, 7674.
Delta 2203.
Here's
Yellow
UPS
straight off the
560
wait
heavy with a Mega Dog MD-11.
Heavy, Minneapolis Tower, traffic on a 5-mile final, runway 12 right, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, runway 12 right, Delta 10 heavy.
Delta 2203 as you approach Charlie 6, look to your left. Let me know if you have room to get in the Foxtrot 9 with an Embraer push in the alley.
Alright, we'll go.
UPS 560 heavy, turn right at Whiskey 7, join Whiskey Mike Tango, cross runway 4 to park, stay with me.
Whiskey Mike Tango to park with you, UPS 560 heavy.
Secretary 1681, contact departure.
To the left, taxi in via Charlie 6 and I'll let them know.
Right behind the Neo, taxi in.
We've got to take a look at this landing here from 560 heavy coming in from Louisville, Kentucky.
Take off, runway 12 right on departure, heading 105, Delta 10 heavy.
Rear wing 1774, release to Detroit at 3-1, time now.
And we'll take a look at the MD-11 replay in just a second.
Tower point 7 for 1774.
Got to hurry up and get Delta 10 here. They're on the roll. Off to London Heathrow.
Heavy, contact departure, good flight.
we just slide right in. Appreciate the patience.
There's Frontier Flight 1615 flying in from Orlando, Florida.
Frontier 1615, turn right. When you're able to contact.
Of course, we had to pick the MD-11 taxi on Mike or the arrival from the Frontier A321neo. But of course, I think the choice for me was obvious. You have to get the MD-11. We got to document them as much as we can because they are in their last days with UPS. And with FedEx, too, as both cargo airlines intend to retire their fleets gradually. Here's Spirit off to Detroit Metro.
Taxi via Charlie 5, Charlie on Charlie, hold short, runway 12 right.
Taxi Charlie 5, Charlie, hold short, 12 right on Charlie, Show 81.
Yep.
Ground low, Frontier 1615 off 123, going to Hotel 9.
Frontier Flight 1615, Minneapolis ground, taxi via Whiskey Delta.
Whiskey Delta, Frontier 1615, 3.
So this is Spirit Wings 1774, off to 17 for departure.
Till 7:30, runway 12 right, clear to land, wind 180 9er.
12 right, clear to land, Alpha 730.
Monitor tower 126.7.
267 there, shuttle 1681, good day.
Super Duck 6, Minneapolis ground, front control point 88. Taxi via
Also,
Delta,
folks, be sure to stick around. We're going to be broadcasting until about 6 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight. We'll get the arrival of FedEx 798 Heavy from Memphis, Tennessee, with the 767-300.
Charlie, short of runway 12.
Let's go ahead and take a look at our arrival moments ago on the broadcast from UPS 20. No, I was going to say 2560 Heavy. This is 560 Heavy on Sundays. Now, midweek, when I typically broadcast, this flight is known as 2560 Heavy from Louisville, Kentucky, with the same equipment, the MD-11.
Takeoff, fly heading 120, 774.
Don't know how many more MD-11 touchdowns we're going to see here until these big beasts get retired. The name of the game is catch them all and catch them often as much as you can. Really good stuff from the flight crew aboard the flight deck of that MD-11. The MD-11 is a little touchy to try and land, especially in more difficult conditions. Of course, you couldn't ask for a better set of weather conditions today. Let's land a jet like the MD-11. Todd Peterson, thank you so much for hopping aboard our member roll and joining Economy. Very much appreciate your membership, Todd. Looking forward to giving you a great interactive experience with live plane spotting from the heart of the Twin Cities here in Minneapolis and St. Paul, Minnesota.
Soaring 1774, flighting 120 and contact departure.
Heading 120 and over departure, spare 1774. Super Duck 6, monitor tower 126.7.
12617, Super.
Hans Olaf Mork, like number 90, thank you so much. Greetings from Norway. Welcome to Minneapolis, St. Paul. Norway is a spectacular country. I also have exchange family that lives in Tromsø, Norway, north of the Arctic Circle. I've never been to Norway. I need to go to Norway at least one of these days.
Airfield 681, Minneapolis Tower, fly runway heading runway 17, cleared for takeoff. For 6, Minneapolis Tower, Charlie, cross runway 12 right, taxi via Charlie, Charlie 5, monitor point 100.
Charlie 5, cross right, Charlie 5.9 up to stop.
Delta 730, turn left when you're able, contact ground point 100.
Point able, ground point 9, thanks, Delta 730. Good evening, Delta 730. We are clearing 12 right at Alpha 5 for gate Charlie 3.
12 right, clear to land, the wind 170 at 100.
All right, let's have another live instant replay look at our A319 arriving on 12 right. So off in the distance there, where that A330neo is hanging out next to the hangar. There used to be hangars exactly where that A330neo was currently sitting. That was the main maintenance facility for Northwest Airlines back in the day. There used to be a big mural on the side of one of those hangars. It was a very famous landmark here at MSP Airport back in the days of the Red Tail. Also, folks, while we have a second here, I want to take the time to let you know once again that our broadcasts are proudly supported by our wonderful friends over at DG Pilot, purveyor of gifts for the aviation and travel enthusiast. You gotta check out their store if you're in the Twin Cities area in downtown St. Paul. Information can be found via their website at dgpilot.com. But if you don't live here in the Twin Cities, and if you're not from around Minnesota, that's okay. They ship worldwide. They ship anywhere. They've got great prices, great selection on model aircraft, including all the new 1 to 400, 1 to 200 scale die-cast aircraft releases from Gemini jets, NG models, all the major manufacturers. They've got a ton of great Minnesota-made local goods available for purchase. They've got also a really eclectic mix of travel gear, accessories, travel guides for your next adventure. Go hit them up. Go check them out at dgpilot.com.
Endeavor 4814, turn right, taxi to the gate via Papa, just monitor point 9 as you go.
And arriving from Denver, Colorado, we got Southwest 2087.
Minneapolis Tower, runway 12 left, clear to land, the wind is 17010. Plus 2087, turn right at Whiskey 5, taxi to Whiskey Delta to Park, monitor point 9.
5 Whiskey Delta to Park, monitor ground point 9.
right, let's take a look at our arriving Southwest 737-800. 1-2 right. Love having the 12s active today. We've spent so much time throughout the past couple of months spotting the 30s nonstop. I was getting sick of it. I love my takeoffs on 3-0 left. And action here on the 30s, but you know, after a while it just gets a little long in the tooth. I want to see some landings up close. Happy to bring that to you today as always.
The 8791, runway 12 right, clear to land, the wind is 17011.
Now, we showed it earlier, and we're going to show it again. Quick little chart explaining the operations today at MSP. So we're in a southeasterly flow with the parallels active, 1-2 left. Towards the top of the screen and in the center, runway 1-2 right. And we also got 17 open for departure, which is the westernmost runway there on the map.
4026, runway 12 right, clear to land, wind 17010. Land 12 right.
Brickyard 4523 miles, going to push approved, runway 17.
Push approved, runway 17, Brickyard 4523.
Delta 560, turn left at the ground, 49er.
Left turn over ground, Delta 560, good night.
And 560 and A321 Neo arriving from Las Vegas.
Ground Delta 560, exiting Alpha, Dolphin.
Delta 560 minutes, going to taxi via Alpha to the gate.
Alpha to the gate, Delta 560.
Delta 941, turn right, got the ground, 49er.
Next up for arrival on runway 12 right, Delta 8791 from New Orleans, Louisiana. It's from Louis Armstrong International Airport. And this flight tonight being served by a 737-900ER that's taken peeps to MSP Airport. And almost about to touch down. Let's watch.
The 8791, turn left, contact ground, 49er.
Left turn and ground point 9er for Delta 8791.
12 right.
All right, let's have another look at that landing from our New Orleans arrival.
Super 8 at Box 8 requesting reposition to East Main Base.
Super 8, get me up ground.
Yeah, there's another
Fine.
look at our New Orleans arrival on the taxiway, making its way over to its gate tonight.
Delta 4. Delta 8791, minutes ground, taxi via Alpha, Delta, and Quebec to the gate.
Alpha Delta, Quebec to the gate, Delta 8791.
Breaker 4523, monitor tower 126.7.
126.7, be careful, 4523. Flight deck to ramp.
Now arriving on 12 right, SkyWest 4026 from Indianapolis, Indiana with an E175 LR.
You cut the corner to get behind that American Embraer up ahead.
All right, Delta 8791, cut the corner.
.23 Minneapolis Tower, Delta cross runway 12 right, taxi via Whiskey and cross runway 4.
Delta cross runway 12 right, taxi via Whiskey, cross runway 4, be careful, 4523.
.2349, runway 12 left, clear to land, the wind is 1708. 4026, contact ground point 9er.
Yeah, point 9er, just 426. Hello, ground guys, 4026, just off of 12 right at Alpha 5, parking. Charlie, thank you.
Guys 4026, minutes ground, taxi to the gate via Alpha, Delta, and Quebec.
Gate via Alpha, Quebec, go west, 40.
Michael Zarling, thank you so much for tuning in.
Make it Alpha, Charlie, Quebec.
Michael says, I was going to come up there today and say hi, but I got busy. I feel you 100%. Usually happens with me too many times, more than I can count throughout the week.
2002 minutes, gonna wait for this Delta.
One of these times that you stream, hopefully I will be able to come up and say hi. Well,
All right, wait for the Delta and then the...
come on down to the aircraft viewing area. I'd love to say hi. And all of our viewers in the Twin Cities area, if you want to stop by and say hi to me and whoever else is guest hosting with me here on MSP Live, feel free to do so. We love getting to meet each and every one of our viewers in person. Love that connection with all of you. And just to talk shop is Av Geeks. There's another live look at the aircraft viewing area. Well, folks, since we have a break in the action, we're going to step aside here for a very quick break. And when we return, we will continue with the live plane spotting on MSP Airport Live. We got FedEx 798 coming up on the other side of this short break. Don't go away. We will be back in just a moment right here on MSP Airport Live from MSP on a gorgeous early March evening.
Welcome to DG Pilot Aviation Collectibles and More and our St. Paul showroom and warehouse. From the time your order is placed until it is delivered to you, our #1 goal is to provide you with the best customer service experience. That's why we're excited to take you behind the scenes today at our warehouse to provide you an up-close perspective of our model aircraft delivery experience. Our first step in the model aircraft delivery process takes place after your order is received. Our model aircraft delivery specialist will conduct a detailed inspection of your model for quality control to ensure we provide you with the highest quality products. Each specialist begins the inspection by removing the model from the box and performing a visual inspection of the model, checking features such as the wings, landing gear, and antenna, as well as the overall model for defects. After the inspection is complete, your model is reboxed and then prepared for packing. Each model is then bubble wrapped to provide an extra cushion to prevent any damage during shipping. After the bubble wrap process is complete, the model is then boxed for shipping. Our specialist then reconfirms your model is ready for shipping, attaches a shipping label, and then your model is sent out for delivery. We hope that you'll consider DG Pilot Aviation Collectibles for your model aircraft collecting needs. You can order products online at dgpilot.com or visit our St. Paul showroom where we have hundreds of model aircraft to choose from. From all of us at DG Pilot, thank you for your continued business, loyalty, and support, and happy collecting.
Delta Cross, 1 2 right, join Whiskey, cross runway.
Welcome back, everybody, to the second half of live plane spotting from Minneapolis St. Paul International Airport on a stupendous Sunday evening for plane spotting. Just gorgeous conditions out here all around here on the second day of March.
Visual 1 2 right. 798 Heavy, Minneapolis Tower.
And if you're just joining us or if you've been sticking with us, nice to meet you. My name's Alex Redding. I'm the executive producer of MSP Airport Live, walking you through tonight's live plane spotting. And we've had a very entertaining show. We've seen a lot of fun special liveries, a new Pacific charter flight, and we've also gotten to see the MD-11 come in from Louisville earlier with UPS. The Delta Heavies tonight. Got our first glimpse of Iceland Air in 2025. Always happy to see them. And rumor has it, FedEx 798 Heavy is on short final for runway 12 right. So I'm going to mount up on the ladder here and catch that. Looking for a taxi on taxiway Mike.
Delta 1590 Minneapolis Tower, 1709, runway 1 2 right, clear to land.
To the land, runway 12 right, Delta 1590.
There she is. There's FedEx 798 Heavy with the 767-300 freighter from Memphis.
Just 4130 Minneapolis Tower, 1 2 left, clear to land, 1708. So 3434, Minneapolis Tower, flight 150, and 160 at 7, runway 17, clear for takeoff. FedEx 798 Heavy, taxi via Whiskey, Mike Tango, cross runway 22.
Whiskey Mike Tango, cross runway 22, FedEx 798.
We'll have another look at the arrival from 798. Straight from Memphis, Tennessee, and the Super Hub. Now, as FedEx 798 Heavy taxis his way, I'm hoping for a taxi on Mike. We got a taxi on Mike earlier from the UPS MD-11F. Pretty likely that 798 Heavy will be taxiing on Mike. It's only 300 feet away from where we are at the viewing area. We're going to go catch Delta 1590 arriving from Sarasota Bradenton International Airport first here. It's an A321-200 for Delta.
Left, clear to land, land 1506. The 3434, got departure. 48 Minneapolis Tower, 1 direct to line, 1506.
They're going 1 direct. Yield with
It should be fine. 1596, about 13. Minneapolis Tower at Charlie crossing 1 right and Whiskey crossing 922.
Alright, that's Charlie crossing 1 right, going in Whiskey crossing 22 Delta 1476.
All right. And we've also got the Delta Thank You livery. That is now going to be taxiing by us here in just a moment on its way to runway 17 for departure.
Twenty 135 heading to departure. Goes 4130, join Papa taxi to park monitor by Niner.
Tower hello, Skyway 3978 inbound, visual 12 right.
Go 3978, Minneapolis Tower, wind 160 and a 12 right, clear the line.
Clear land, 12 right, that's it.
Up 1476, flight 120, wind 1607, runway 17, clear for takeoff. This 4120, join Papa taxi to park monitor flight 9. 2940, turn right, Whiskey 7 or 5, straight signature.
Alright, we'll turn right, Whiskey 5, and straight to signature, pitch at
That's 1476, got a departure.
Sorry for the awkward silence. Had to step off camera for just a second.
Delta 2607, that's ground, hold the push, Susie B, just about 30 seconds. I have one aircraft will be exiting right behind you.
Okay, thanks. Hold the push, Delta 2607.
Delta 2070, Minneapolis Tower, wind 1507, or 912, good one.
Gotta love those Embraers.
Cisco 970, turn left, join Alpha, cut a ground point enter.
Off ground point 9, Sky was 3978.
Up to 2607, Cisco, and as the Embraer tail moves, your push is approved, flight runway 17.
Okay, we'll use caution for the Embraer behind us, push approved, 17, Delta 2607.
Not sure what's going on over
Sky
there.
3978 to Alpha, gate Charlie 24.
Looks like a Swissport pickup.
Alpha Charlie in Quebec.
Alpha Charlie, Quebec, Sky was 3978.
Oh well.
Runway 3017, that was for somebody else. Runway 17, taxi via Delta, hold short of Alpha. Not going to be 657 minutes, going to push approved, flying runway 17.
So, folks, we're going to catch one more arrival here on runway 12 right and call it a night from MSP Airport. So the last arrival on our show will be Delta 2078 from San Francisco, California, 737-900 ER. November 824, Delta November.
Clear to land, wind 1607.
Clear to land, 12 right, Delta 78.
There's our Swissport truck.
Runway 3817, pull up 2, hold short, runway 12 right, monitor tower 126.7.
All right, here's our final catch of the day.
3017 on Whiskey, cross runway 22, taxi to runway 17.
Whiskey, cross runway 22, taxi, Whiskey to runway 17.
2078, where do you park?
Charlie 5.
2078, join Alpha and cut a ground point enter.
Alpha point 9, Delta 2038.
Runway 12 right departure.
Push it approved and what did I put first there? 656.
Ground Delta 2607, taxi.
Delta 2607, runway 17, taxi via Alpha Charlie, hold short, runway 12 right.
17 up close, for the 1 to right, Delta 2607.
912
How
left.
about that luck?
Delta 2078, Mexican Navy Alpha, what was the gate number?
Alpha,
So, folks, how do we enjoy the show today?
Delta 2078, Roger. Alpha, Delta, Quebec for the gate.
Alpha, Delta, Quebec, Delta 2038.
Truck up 657, runway 17, taxi via Sierra Kilo, cross runway 22.
Thank you for the kudos, Chris. Doing my best to capture all of the action out here at MSP Airport that I can.
2607, monitor tower 126.7.
Tower 27, Delta
But
27.
it also helps. It was a really good action-packed day for spotting, too.
Kilo 10, the release for O'Hare.
Typically helps. Thank you so much, Todd. Todd does always a great job with this show. You're very welcome. Always happy to put it on for you. And due to warmer weather moving in as spring fast approaches, we are at the end of meteorological winter, by the way, which means that there will be more broadcasts on the horizon for MSP Airport Live as we continue to do more here with live shows at MSP now that these brutal winter months are now behind us. Doesn't mean that the winter weather isn't going to also be over with that. We're expecting snow on Wednesday. But that is to be expected around here as March is statistically on average the snowiest month of the year in Minnesota.
2607 up the tower at Charlie, cross no one right, join Whiskey, cross runway 22.
And Elias, thank you so much for the 199 super chat, buddy. And Adam, you are very welcome. Always happy to put on the show for you. All right. Well, that'll just about do it for myself. Folks, have a great night. I'm Alex Redding saying adios from Minnesota's Aviation Mecca at MSP International. We'll see you in the next episode of MSP Airport Live. Until then, take care, everybody, and we'll see you soon.